Hello there, and welcome to Dr. T for today, July the 11th. Been a little bit of a while since I've done a Dr. T, holy smokes. Don't worry, I'm not going to go through and, kind of simple it down, but if you're really low level, go from the right-hand side, or throw a bunch of Barrage, whatevs. So, I'm kind of throwing this video together because, one, I haven't done a Dr. T in a while, and I was like, hey, you know what would be really fun to do? Dr. T, while I talk about the Endless Troop Refreshing, or Endless Reserves, if you want, a proper name or something. For those of you who have not played the new update, I don't know, it's in the Diamond Cash Shop. And you can purchase basically instant refresh of troops for a month for $10 American, I'm guessing. Depending on where you're living, it's going to cost a different amount because of exchanges and whatnot. But this is kind of also my video to sort of wrap up all of the different things that I have kind of experienced over having the Endless Reserves for at least a couple of weeks at this point. And kind of, I guess, chip in on my opinion and whatnot. So, to start with, I guess there's two main sides to this, I guess. You've got, obviously, your op end, and then your map clear end. And for a while, just after they added the different regions and stuff, when I was trying to keep my resources really low, the cryo end. But we're going to get to that in a minute. So I'm going to start off with ops, because that is definitely where I saw the most, before using it, I saw the most likely source for, I guess, or reason for getting the Endless Reserves. Because I'm not pushing leaderboards, I figured, map clears, whatevs, who cares. So what's really nice is when you're doing an op, and I know we've all been there where, you load up all Zooka, and someone rolls in 5 minutes before your Zooka's finished loading, and takes out the base, and you're like, oh, crud, okay. Well, now I've got to switch over and do Scorchers. And, 2 minutes from Scorchers being done, someone rolls in and is like, haha, that attack is done. And then you're like, oh, crap. Alright, well, now I've got to go back to, 1 Scorcher and 7 boats of Zookas, and I'm going to try that hit. And, we've all been there. We've all lost out on hits because we've been waiting for troops to reload. And it's annoying, especially if you're burning a boost and, you want to use your boost and you want to get it out there, and you're stuck either shelling out some diamonds for the troop refresh so that you can, make your hit with your boost with the correct troops, or you've got to wait and reboost, which is crazy. I don't know if anyone actually does that. Maybe some hardcore free-to-players out there who are, not even willing to spend the diamonds that they collected off their map or something. I don't know. But yeah, fully I expected oh yeah, this is going to be amazing for ops. I'm going to be able to roll through. I'm going to be able to load up whatever I need and just make my hit. And 100% bang on. Honestly, I would roll in there, I would load up whatever troop I needed, and I would make my hit, and then back out, moving on to doing the next thing, which was freaking fantastic. And this is just for, regular op hits. I'm not even talking being a hopper, which I could only imagine this would be revolutionary for anyone who's hopping from task force to task force, or even for people trying to learn how to do specific attacks or using specific troops, which I guess kind of also coincides with really more the base map clear. But yeah, very, very nice to have. Super nice. Now, that being said, holy smokes with the map clears, man. I did not expect the Endless Reserves to make as big a difference, because I was like, I roll through with Granks, I might lose one or two, and like, whatever, it's all good and everything's fine. Because I do stuff like that where I throw Sparky out and I'm like, haha, boom cannon, hit my free troop, I don't even give a food. Close, right? So I was like, all right, yeah, not gonna be a big deal, not gonna be a big deal. However, that being said, having this crazy new region thing and needing tons of resources because I'm running everything around and I'm trying to collect up this and collect up that and I'm trying to blah 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 blah. I've been doing me some map clears, and I'm gonna tell you right now, holy freaking smokes, does it ever make a huge difference. Like an absurd difference. I was blown away with how much of a difference it makes when you're doing the map clears. Not so much the, oh no, I lost my troops, now I've got to wait for an hour for my troops to refresh. That wasn't the thing. The thing was, I could roll in and look at a base and be like, hey, wow, look at this. You know what? There's no shield, there's like very few machine guns around the HQ. I'm running with my warriors. I'm going to take them right up here. I can just bomb these mines out and everybody lives happily ever after. So I hit that base with warriors. I get no losses. I go, haha, good, yay, I'm going to buy me some more shards. And then the next base I look at is like totally stacked, front loaded, but it's basically a back beached. But with the warriors, they'd still be in range. I'd get a bunch of warriors sniped, but I was like literally looking at it and I was like, you know what? If I rolled back with nothing but T-Med, I could hit this from behind, there would be no problem whatsoever. Like, rocket launchers would be firing at my tanks, but that is not a big deal. My medics can take care of it. So I, like, just switched over to T-Med just like that, and I'm like, hey, perfect. So I roll through, just decimate that base, no losses, no problems. Hit the next base, sure enough, lo and behold, it's a maxed out crazy pants guy with tons of blue. And I'm just like, oh, crud, oh no, what am I going to do here? You know what I'm going to do? Right over to Zooka, sorry, Cryo Zooka Medic. Anyways, Riflemen are in there, whatevs. But like, switch over to that, hit the base, clear it out. And then, of course, anytime you're using Cryo Zooka rifles and medics, you are going to suffer losses. Like, it's just the way that it works with the Riflemen. But you know what? Didn't care, because one button, boom, suddenly I'm back to full troops, and I can push on with my nice big boost, finishing some stuff off. So, yeah, with the map clears, unbelievable difference. Especially if you're trying to keep your power powders nice and tight, you're trying to save them up for, you know, pushes or whatever you're trying to do in the future. Absolutely indispensable to have this. If you are in the middle of a push, 100% absolutely indispensable. Like, it's unbelievable how big of a difference it makes and how much easier it makes everything. So definitely, you know, if you're out there, you're doing a push or you're doing whatever, and you've got the extra cash flow, definitely go for this. Try it out for a month. Maybe you'll be like, hey, you know what, this doesn't fit in quite so good. But now that I've had it for a month, like, I've been spoiled. Like, I feel like it's gonna suck when I don't have it anymore. I'm gonna be lost. I'm gonna be like, I don't even know what to do. I miss it. Oh my gosh, you know, and like, I'm gonna want to get it back. So, you know, if you're really strapped on cash, or you just are really opposed to throwing cash down on the game, you can still carry on without it. There is absolutely no reason you have to have this. It really just makes your life a little bit easier. And, you know, for the cost of, like, you know, a coffee a day for 2 weeks, you know, and you skip some coffees, can't necessarily be a bad thing, and boom, you've got yourself some troop refresh. Anyways, guys, thanks very much for watching. I hope this has been helpful. I hope it's been entertaining. I hope that, you know, you got an idea of whether it may or may not work for you to get the reinforcements. But if you're doing a push, or if you're just doing task force hopping, holy smokes, try it. It will change your life, I promise you. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Good luck, and have a fantastic day.